Hey, good evening, everybody. How are you doing tonight, girl?
Hello, 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 hello. I am great, Dr. Tika. How are you tonight?
I am doing just fine, just fine.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, hello to our audience. Welcome to Real Talk with Queen Thickums and Dr. Tika. We are glad to have you guys on with us tonight for our special edition. This is our what we want to call it. This is our new branding. We have come
Correct.
together. Yeah, our new branding. We have come together to brand together and make this show what it's going to be. And you know what? We're going to be chewing on some things. So we want you to go ahead and get your snacks together, whatever your drinks together, whatever you're sipping on or whatever you're chewing on, get it right and ready because we're about to explore some things on tonight. So we are definitely glad to have you guys join in on our show. And we're just going to get started, all right? So,
Well, as you know, um, chew on this tea is going to be our spin and our twisted things. I see you sipping right away.
sipping girl.
Um, as you know, I'm a realist when it comes to anything, and I mean, as a realist, everybody faces trials and tribulations in their life, from
Yes,
one end of the spectrum to the other. So tonight, our episode is going to feature you have to hurt in order to heal. Once
yes,
again, you have to hurt sometimes in order to heal.
yes,
For some, it could be financial hurt, it could be relationship hurts, it could be family and friends hurting, it could be a lack of just motivation to want to go to work, that kind of hurt. I mean,
yes.
it just all forms and fashion, all different categories of hurt. But you also have to know how to heal.
That's
And
right.
as a spiritual individual, this is where Queen Thickums come in. She works with different people from the what word am I looking for? The funeral sector to kind of
Yeah,
work with those families. So we're going to talk a
yes.
little bit about that. Go ahead, Queen.
Yes. Well, as Dr. Tika said, we're talking about hurting and healing. The first process of healing is hurting. You've got to go through the hurt, regardless to what the hurt is, regardless to what it is that you're going through, what it is that you're having to deal with, whether it be death of a family member, whether it just be going through everyday trials in your life, everyday situations. As she said, we're hurt by family members, we're hurt by friends, we're hurt by church people. There's just a lot of forms of hurt. And you know what? Hurting is a process, just like anything else. It's a process. In that process, you have to, the first thing I have to do when I go through trials and tribulations and hurt, I have to first of all talk to the Father, who is God.
Okay.
I have to tell God, even though, God already know what we're going through. He already know what we're dealing with. But still, he's that God that wants us to communicate with him. Yeah, he knows everything. He knows all about us. He knew we were going to go through it before we even went through it. But he wants us to have that one-on-one personal relationship and that communication with him. So when we take it to him, then he can begin working on us. And the first thing, the second thing of being hurt, because we are always saying this person hurt us, I'm sorry, that person hurt us. Look in your mirror. Look in your mirror. See where you stand in that. Because oftentimes we're always blaming everybody for what we're dealing with. But believe it or not, there's a piece of us that has caused some hurt. And this is things that people don't want to accept. It's always this person or that person. No, there are times that you have to look in your mirror and say, what caused this? What caused this? What did I do to bring on this? What did I do to cause her to do this to me? What did I do for him to do this to me? Even when it comes to marriages. Oh, he
Mm-hmm.
hurt me. Well, what part of that did you have that you hurt him too? You have to think about those things.
And I kind of, I'm gonna take a spin off of what you said with the hurting part. Um, there's a quote that goes to say, hurt people.
Yeah.
Not sure who kind of who's the author of that,
Mm-hmm.
but from a hurt person perspective, sometimes that hurting could be a cycle. You know,
Yes.
people tell you over the years you have to break the cycle of pain. You
Mm-hmm.
have to break the cycle of hurting. It could be a generational curse, but
Yes.
the saying hurt people,
That's true.
that's a true statement.
That's true. That is so true. Tika, Dr. Tika, a lot of times out of anger, out of frustration, while we're dealing with whatever issues we have hurting on the inside, we will take that hurt out on the next person. It's sad to say, but at the end of the day, we're human.
Correct.
We are human, and we take it out on the next person, and it just become a big thing. So that's why I said you definitely have to look in the mirror, see yourself. What did I do to cause this to go on in my life, or to cause that person to do this to me? I guarantee you, if you look in the mirror and really take a look at your own self, within yourself, you will see, oh my God, oh my God, I did do that. And then maybe you can begin the healing process.
Well, you know, when you work with adults, sometimes looking in that mirror, we don't always see the reflection that we want to see.
Right.
Sometimes we're good at giving advice, but we're not good at taking
Taken.
advice.
Mm-hmm.
And as a sister, I expect, you as my friend to be able to come to me
Oh,
and give me advice, me analyze the situation, and then put a final spin on it. But we
yes.
don't have those hard conversations as
Mm-mm.
adults that we should.
Mm-mm.
We lack a lot of communication. And that's
Yes.
one of the things I just don't understand when it comes to adults. The hurt is real. I mean,
Yes.
just recently in my county alone, the incidents are going up with the suicide. Um, we have individuals that have mental health conditions and situations. Mental health is real.
It's
Some of
real.
us are borderline right there at the tip of the mental health situation.
Mm-hmm.
And we need help. We
We
need
need
help.
help.
We need resources. And we
Yes.
need genuine people to love on us to keep us straight.
Yes. Yes. One thing I wanna fall back on what you just said. When it comes to us as adults, we should be able to accept. I'm gonna say this, Dr. Tika. Us being sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Us being sisters. If there's something that you see that is going on with me, I expect you as my sister to pull me aside and say, "Hey, Queen. Hey, I don't know if you're aware of this, Queen, but this is what I see. And Queen, you might need to work on this, Queen, because just as I see it, others see it." Now, of course, Queen may not see it, but Queen needs to listen to you, because you're seeing something and you're bringing awareness to me. A lot of times we will find that when this happens, whoever that you're going to talk to, they get an attitude. They want to block you on Facebook. They want to unfriend you, and that's not what grown people do. That's not what grown people should do. But it's grown people that's doing it, and it's sad, but it's true. My thing is, as sisters, sisters should be able to heal together.
Correct.
just as brothers, sisters and brothers. One thing I learned when I was in bike life, as in motorcycle and being in a
Mm-hmm.
club, we had the saying, I am my sister's keeper, or I am my brother's keeper. And there are some bike clubs that will really hold you to that. You understand? So people take that word, they take that loosely. Oh, I am my sister's keeper. Oh, that's my sister. I got her back. But actually, you really don't. So, sisters and brothers, we should be able to come together. We should be able to communicate as sisters, talk about it, work it out, and move forward. That's part of the healing process. The hurting process it's already bad enough that you're going through the little whatever it is that you're going through. But we're human. We're gonna go through things. But we should have enough love and care in our hearts to say, okay, okay, God, you're right. Okay, thank you for sharing that with me. Let me work on me. Although I may not see it. Let
Right.
me work on me. Let me dig inside let me look in my mirror and get a reflection of who I am, because I want to know, Tika, what you see.
Correct.
I want to
And
know.
and and I think also with that, when you're dealing with adults, and even kids, it's how you approach the situation. It's
Hmm.
how you approach me. You can
Yes.
approach me, and I'm saying me, myself, and I.
Hmm.
As a friend, I expect you, once again, I have to always reflect back to fix your crown. You should be
Yes.
able to fix my crown when I'm down. You should be able to hold my head up when I'm high. There's
Hmm.
nothing wrong with compliments. I believe in giving positive feedback to people all the time.
Yes.
Because once again, you don't know what kind of day I had.
Don't know.
That could be the borderline with me hurting so bad. Sometimes if you hear cussing, 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 cussing all day long, you become muted
Yeah.
to that because it becomes your normal.
Yes.
If you don't know
Yes.
what love feels like when you do get love, you could kind of shone away from it. And
Yes.
that's why I go back to say hurt people
Hurt people hurt people.
because they're longing for love and acceptance. But a lot of times they don't know what true love is or that acceptance is. Or if I give you a compliment, then you think I'm being sarcastic.
Right.
So, there are a lot of things that go on in life that we as adults have to be unbiased,
Hmm.
but be biased to a certain extent. We have to
Right.
be willing to be acceptable of the criticism as in a love criticism and not as a
Yes.
hate
Not
criticism,
as a hate. That's right.
because we a lot of times get so defensive when people bring things to your attention. We go in automatically to offense mode. Oh, who is she to
Automatically.
tell me what you're talking about or what you're
Yes.
doing? Who give you the right to come and justify my lifestyle based on your lifestyle?
Right.
But if you are a true doctrine when it comes to a spiritual individual and you
Hmm.
believe in positive, you should be able to come tell me, hey, T, I think you were wrong for what you said.
That's right.
And I not get offended for it.
That's right.
And you
That's
give me an
right.
explanation because I'm only seeing things one way. And I can't help but say, hurt people hurt
Hurt
people.
people. I'm gonna sip to that.
Sip right on, chew it up if you
I'm gonna
must.
sip to that. Sip to that. Sip to that. People, people, people. I want you to take. I want you to take maybe 15, 20 minutes of your time this evening before you go to bed. And I want you to look in the mirror. I want you to focus on yourself. I want you to focus on where you are right now, where your life has been, where you want your life to go, and the hurt that you've dealt with. Focus on how did you handle it, or is it still handled? We're in 2023 now, okay? There are so many people still hanging on to stuff from the past. They
That's
won't
that
let go.
extra baggage. That's that extra baggage.
You got to let that baggage go. You got to free yourself because you are in bondage while the other person or whoever has moved on and doing whatever. But you are in bondage because you're not letting that hurt go. And you know what I find in hurting is forgiveness.
Oh,
Yeah, forgiveness. Sometimes you have to forgive people um to free your own mind, to free your own self. Okay, I forgive. You know what? I forgive you, and I'm just gonna leave it there because I want longevity.
right.
I want to live a long life, so I don't have time to sit and worry about who don't like me, who don't think I'm pretty, who don't like what I got on. You talking about me? You're doing this, that, that kind of stuff, Dr. Tika. We're too grown for that. It's okay. Who don't like me? I'm good with it. Because you know what? They have to answer to the master just as I do.
And
But
that's
I'm
how
not,
I
yeah, but I'm not
that's how
gonna,
that's how I take life. People always
yes,
say, T, why you always smiling and being extra? Because God
you
is
are
good to
extra.
me and I'm gonna always be extra. I'm gonna not let
Yes,
the devil steal my joy.
you
I'm gonna
can't.
try because you don't know what I've
No,
been through to get here.
you better say that.
You don't know my story. You
Don't
just
know
know
it.
the glory that the Lord gave me. And I'm not going to ever let nobody steal that from me. I work too hard to
Yes,
concentrate on the things I have. So
yes,
I don't want to frown. So anytime you see Dr. T, she always got a smile on her face. I'm
always.
always up to something, laughing, giggling,
Yes, you
having a
are.
good time. Because
Yes, you are.
I tell people, I honestly enjoy life. I really
Yes,
do. I
yes.
really enjoy life.
So,
Amen, somebody.
amen. So, listen, audience, let me tell you about healing. The healing process. When that healing process, when you begin to allow things to not bother you and you move on, that's healing.
That's it.
That's healing. When you say, you know what, God, this is not in my hand, this is not my battle, it's your battle. I'm good with it, whichever way. I had a situation a couple weeks ago, and Tika, I spoke with you about it. It bothered me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, and I said to you, I said, you know what? I ain't worried about that. I'm letting that go. When I released myself for that, y'all, I was fine. I'm fine. I'm okay with it. Because one thing we have to understand, everybody is not you.
That's right.
Everybody is not me.
I'm
So
telling
we,
you, when I hurt, you know, I'm one of them people. I'm not going to say I'm the strongest person. However, a lot of people suffer in silence.
yes,
A lot of people
yes.
suffer in silence. They don't have nobody.
Mm-mm.
Some people, it's a trust factor,
Yes,
but you got to know signs and symptoms when it
yes,
comes to people around you hurting. I
yes.
don't ever want to be that person that I don't show up for work and nobody don't never come look for me.
Come on.
And then 2 weeks later, they done found me croaked over. I don't want to be that person. I want to be the individual that if I'm missing for an hour, guess what? My phone get the buzz.
There you
Girl,
go.
where you at? You all right?
But
Because
do
you
you
treat
know?
people right in
Yes,
life that
yes,
care.
yes. Let it go.
So, I don't allow hurt to manifest I don't want to go to bed angry with nobody. I
Right.
don't want to go to bed not in a good mood. When I lay down and
Hmm.
rest, I want to rest with a smile on my face if I can.
Yes.
I'm gonna be
That's the
honest.
healing process.
I
Come
want to
on.
be cute when I go to sleep. I don't want to be all frowned up. I want to
No.
still look young. Don't I look like I'm about 25? Y'all ain't
And
got to
do.
all speak at
And
one
do.
time.
And
But
do.
I don't want frowns on my face.
Right.
I want to live a wonderful life. And I think I
Yes.
deserve that.
You
I don't
do.
deserve to be bothered with foolishness.
Yeah.
Life too short.
Too short.
That's why I deal in positive promotion. You have got to change your ways. If every time you walk by that mirror and you see them frowns and wrinkles coming, you might need a reverse. Just do a reverse. Got to make
Reverse,
a
reverse.
U-turn. Ain't that what P2K
That's
and
what he
King
said.
George
Gotta
said?
make a
Got to make a
U-turn.
U-turn and go back and see, what did I do
Yes,
wrong?
yes,
Why
yes,
is everything always happening? And God do prepare you for
yes,
some things in life. They
yes,
do. We might not understand what our journey is, but I tell y'all all the time, all my friends know, I say, girl, everybody got a mission in life.
yes.
You got to figure out what your mission is. I
That's
know what
right.
mine is, but you got
Yes.
to figure out what yours is.
What yours is. Yes.
What yours
Yes.
is.
That's a good
And,
doctrine right there.
and that reflects on Dr. Martin Luther King, well, excuse me, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, let no man pull you low that you got to hate them. I'm
Come
not
on.
quoting that verbatim, so that was my analysis.
Uh-huh.
Don't allow anybody to pull you down beneath your standards.
That's
Let
right.
them rise to the occasion.
Yes.
You
Yes.
got to do that.
Yes.
I ain't
Yes.
studying you, Diamond.
I see it. That's it, baby. I know that's right. So listen.
That's it,
So
baby.
let's begin. Diana, the diamond. Listen, we about to begin tonight. Queen Thickums, Dr. Tika, and everyone that is on our podcast. Tonight, we are going to begin the healing process.
That's it.
We're gonna make
That's
a
it.
U-turn. And we're gonna not allow anything or anybody, like she just said, to break us. Tonight, as we make this U-turn, tomorrow, no, let me take that back. Tonight, we're gonna smile. We're going to
That's
bed
it.
with a smile on our
Got to
face.
go to bed with
We're
a
going to
smile.
get up in the morning. We're going to get ready for work, and we're going to have that same energy, because I don't do that negative mess. I'm like Dr. Tika. I don't have time for negative. I'm gonna always bring a positive out of a negative every time. That's just the way God is in me. So, and you know what? When you stop allowing people to bring you mess,
That's
that's
it.
another big part of it. People bring you mess all the time. You don't want to hear that. You're trying to live. You want a longer life. I'm gonna be 58 on
Ooh,
Monday.
bless you, girl.
On Monday, girl. 58. So you think I got what? I got 40. Just say I'm gonna live to 100. I'm just gonna go ahead and speak that out there.
Don't
I'm gonna
claim it,
put
girl. You
that
got
out
to
there.
put it in
So
existence.
I got
Speak
the
it.
rest of come on now. I got the rest of my years to smile and enjoy life. Like every breath that we take, y'all. Every breath that we take is precious. So why use it on foolery? But foolery.
That's it. That's
Why?
it.
Why?
That's it.
Why am I gonna waste my time allowing Jane and Mary and Joe to come bring me foolishness about somebody else? Keep that junk back there and let me live.
That's it.
Let me live. You know what? I want y'all to learn to love yourself and smile so much to the point where when they see you coming, oh, there she go, that old smiling queen.
They don't
That
even
old
know what's
smiling
behind it.
you don't even understand what's going on. You might be smile. You might want to smile too. You'll look better. Everybody want to see you every day, your face all frying up and what's
At
wrong, Lord?
all.
I don't want to know. Keep that over there, because I'm living good over here.
I'm
You
gonna
know.
tell you what my grandma used to always tell us. And this old school, when you hear me say the word folk, y'all already
Folk.
know I'm old school. I gotta take it back sometime, because sometimes that's the only language we understand.
Yes.
When you got issues, anybody, male, female, son, daughter, whoever, get you one of them shoe boxes. You write it down, you put it in your Jesus to do box, put that lid on it, slide it on the bed, and live it to God. Do not go
That's
back
right.
and reflect on that. You got to turn it over and give it to Jesus. You
Turn
hear
it over
me?
to God.
And that's
Yeah.
how I was taught. You
Yes.
put them issues in your Jesus to do box and
Yes.
let God handle it.
Let
Now
God
you got to
handle it.
have faith. I ain't saying my way is the right way, but it's worked for me. So you find what worked for you.
What works for you. Boy, girl, we chewing on some good stuff tonight, honey.
Chew it up, baby.
Baby, we chewing it up tonight. We're gonna chew it up every week, baby. But look, y'all, the healing process has begun. And the healing process is going to begin in each and every one of us. So tonight, I want you to take a chew of your life. chew on your
That's
life.
it.
Chew on your life. Love you. Love the hell out of you. Love you till you can't love you no more. And guess what?
That's
That
it.
love is going to flow into others. And every day your attitude is going to get better. Attitude promotes your gratitude. Everything is going to get better. Hey,
That's
it's going
it.
to be bright outside. Where you seen that dark cloud, you won't see that dark cloud. You're going to see light at the end of the tunnel because there's a bright side. You do know sunshine always follows rain. You know that, right?
That's it, girl. Now you talking my stuff now.
Sunshine always
Baby.
follows rain. So because of that, we ought to want to live and be happy. So let your healing process begin tonight. Give it to God. Put it in your Jesus to do shoebox. Put it under
That's
your
it.
bed. Go to bed with a smile on your face and joy in your heart because it's time to heal. You got to hurt before you heal. So
Heal.
on the other side of through, there's some light at the end of the tunnel. All right.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
listen, y'all. Girl, we talking so much. We got guests tonight. So we have some guests tonight that we're getting ready to bring on. We have Mr. Reginald Danzer and Mr. Jimmy Williams. They have both been in the music industry for over 30 something plus years. Um, and they have some very important news for us. And anybody that is in the Southern Soul area, era, whatever it is, there's some news for us tonight. There's also a number that you can call in to our show if you would like to speak with them. The number is 229-506 74. Wait, 7. Hold on. That's a shame. Now, see, I get caught up in things.
229
Give it to them, girl.
506 7480.
7480. See that? See.
Once again, 229 506 7480. You can
Yes.
call in and ask your questions or
And
give
ask
your
your question.
highlights, your comments. Just
Yes.
give us some feedback. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, honey. Thank you. Listen, we are so excited. I have to take a break and do this before we bring them on. We would like to say thank you to Queen Danae and Stunner Radio
Yes.
for allowing us to be on their station. We are so excited. We are so happy. So I want y'all to give her a shout out. Starter Radio, give Queen Danae a shout out, some hearts and some love. Okay. All right. So we're getting ready to bring our guest on, and we're gonna continue our broadcast on tonight. Hello, Reggie.
What's up, Queen? How you doing?
I'm
Hey,
great. Hello, Jimmy.
Hey, what's going on, ladies? How y'all doing?
We're
we're
doing
doing
great.
good. How about you all?
We're great. I got uplifted when y'all was talking. That got me.
Oh, okay.
Well, welcome
I got
aboard.
my
We just
shoe
chit
box in the
chatting,
work.
I'm
honey. We just
gonna
give you a little bit on.
take it just like you said.
All
I'm
right.
ready.
Come on, tell our people who you are and what you do and why you're here tonight.
Hello, everybody. How you doing? My name is Reginald Maurice Dantzler Jackson
All
from
right.
Chicago, Illinois, by way of Jacksonville, Florida these days. But I've been in the music business since I was 9 years old. I'm 66 now, so I've played with some everybody in the R&B world. Played with some rock and roll folks as well. I'm on a whole lot of records that y'all probably listened to and just didn't know who the guitarist was. But that's me.
Okay.
Formerly, I'm traveling with my own group, Special Formula, who travels with Jeff, and I'm actually one of the guitar players for Mark Woods Lakeside. So when you see Mark Woods, you'll most likely see me.
All
Uh,
right.
So, and I travel with Miles Jake. I'm not quite a few people right now, but let's talk about Jimmy Williams.
What's going on? How y'all doing? This is Jimmy Williams. I was born right there in Georgia, Cairo, Georgia. I'm
All
a bass
right.
player, so I've been around for a long time. I've been in the entertainment for probably uh, 35, 40 years. I'm 65 years old. I've been on, 64. My wife laughing in the background. Tell her we got to come to get my
I was like, get him, Diane.
yeah. But we're just trying to keep it real out here. I'm a social media guy. I work with a lot of different artists as well, like Reggie does. I'm a newspaper guy. I write for a newspaper. So and I'm here and there a little bit doing uh, some things for social community activists. That's me. So I work closely with the mayor and the commissioners throughout several cities. And also work along with Original Dazzler. I work with several radio stations, and now I guess I'm a part of the Valdosta scene now.
That's
So
right.
yeah,
That's
but
right.
So, fellas, we're here. We're talking on the subject of you have to hurt to heal. So I know you all got experience going through the
Oh,
music
baby.
industry
Look
of
here.
some hurting situations, but you're able to take the lessons from that and heal, and it may be still in the healing process. So give us a little chew on that. Give us
You
some
know
tea.
what? We ain't got enough time on this podcast to tell you about the hurts that I've been through in this music business. I mean, from $2 million, $4 million sitting on the table, you go to get it, and your rest of your band is gone back to wherever they came from, and you looking at the money, and you're being sued by promoters and record companies. Hey, if it's been happening, it's happened to us. So,
Oh, wow.
but these days it's not. How would I say it? It's not as gangsterous as it was back then. Back then, we were dealing with straight gangsters. I mean,
Wow.
straight. And I'm one of them. Back in the day, I'm a little guy, but I didn't play
Okay.
around. But
Okay.
when you're dealing with old, and I'm gonna call them oligarchs. If everybody know what an oligarch is, then you'll know what I'm talking about. That's been holding down the fort forever, and they keep you at arm's bay. And you got some people right there in that Southern Soul market that's doing the same thing right now.
Right.
But I'm gonna say this about that situation. I'm just gonna touch on it a little bit. All you old oligarchs, you're missing your blessings by not bringing on the younger folks that's coming up behind you. You can't get it all. You can't make it all. And it ain't always about you. So some of y'all are holding up fences to hold back other people. One thing I don't do is I don't hold nobody back. I try to uplift everybody. If I get,
Wow.
people call me about gigs all the time. Even if my group can't do it, I'm always passing gigs on.
Yeah.
So even right now, a lot of times, I book for some of everybody. I work with some of everybody, the John Rays of the industry. I work with, a lot of these people I work with now are not as big as they was, but they're still names in the industry.
Right.
And you have to be careful about how you treat people because I got a couple of artists, and actually Miss Queen Thickums is one of the girls one of the ladies that work with me.
Yes.
Diana Lewis, who they call Miss Chocolate Drop, Special Formula is my band, the Men of Soul. I got a lot of groups. My nephews are playing for Fantasia for years. They're the ones that did Fantasia's records.
Yes.
So if you look up MVP, those are my nephews. If you've heard about them, they ain't nothing to play with, just like their uncle. But what I'm gonna say is, in the Southern Soul market, if y'all don't get y'all act together, and I'm gonna say it one time, I'm not gonna say it again, because I've been working through the trenches trying to get Southern Soul, trying to get at least a category on somebody's network, somebody's musical award somewhere. You ain't got there yet. So why are you fighting against each other? Why are you holding people out? Why? You don't have to do that. It's enough room. It's enough room for everybody. There's no low using big eyes. It's all about us. We all we got. We it.
That's it. Yes.
And if you think I'm lying, watch here in the next month. White folks gonna come in, and once they infiltrate the Southern Soul market, it won't be Southern Soul. And I'm gonna give you an example. White folks been dealing with R&B blues for years, right? What nationality have you ever heard where they changed the name of your music? We've been called R&B, soul, funk forever. What the name they gave us now? Anybody know? How about urban?
urban music.
Urban music.
When have we ever called ourselves urban? When? We didn't give us that name.
No.
We never changed our name. We've always been R&B, funk, soul, blues. And the Southern Soul has been adapted, which is cool. But then you got people that's not in the Southern Soul, never did Southern Soul, and I ain't gonna call no names right now because I got a list of them I can call. But now they're in the Southern Soul market, and you accepting them, but you got people that's in your market that you keep out. That don't make sense to me. I pay for you. Matter of fact, Tony Troutman, your man is home tonight. If you listen to the guitar, that's Grip Band. That's one of the bands I was involved with. I got the records at home. I'm not at my house, not at my wife's house, but I got the records at my house. We own 2 houses. But, it's just sad that you got people that's great artists. I mean, I give my hat is off to King George. My hat is off to Tucker. I work with Jeff Floyd all the time. Those 2 songs that Jeff Floyd did Saturday night. I wrote Saturday night. But it's sad that you have artists, and I got promoters tell me, Reggie, and y'all gonna hear this. Reggie, we want these groups on the show, but how many butts can they put in my seats? Have y'all heard that?
Yeah.
Right.
Because you knew. But all those artists had to get their start somewhere. They all got it somewhere. Somebody gave them a break. Just like me. Nobody knew I played several different instruments till they heard me play.
Right.
So everybody deserves a break, and I don't have a problem giving that to you. If I can help anybody that's listening, get my number, call me. If I can help you, I will. Because with me, it ain't always about money. I'm one of the people that I'm all about relationships. I'm all about doing the right thing, and that's what I do. My group will tell you, I own a major sound company. We travel all over the world. We travel all over the country.
Yes.
Setting up production for some everybody. Isley Brothers, Earth, Wind and Fire. Hell, we got Stephanie Mills next month. I do Life Jennings. I mean, the list goes on of what I do. So if you know about the Funk Fest, that was me back in the day. I did that for 14 years. All that production stuff you see is put together by me and my sons. So,
yeah.
I mean, and I got to give it to my friend Jimmy here, because Jimmy did an awards thing that I've been trying to get done for a long time. At least get somebody to do the work, because that's not my field. Productions, making it happen behind the scenes, that's what I do. I fight for you. I don't have a problem fighting for you. But Jimmy did an awards thing that's called Come and Get It Awards, and it's growing. People looking at it side-eye, but trust me, it's coming. Go ahead, Mr. Jimmy. I'm going to be quiet and let you talk.
I appreciate that, Reggie. I really appreciate that. You bringing that to the table, because we don't want to forget that my friend Miss Queen Thickums is up for her award this year at the
Yeah.
Come and Get It Award
All
in
right,
December.
congrats, girl.
Yeah, we
Thank
putting it
you.
down. We got the 69 boys. We got Robert Stevenson is going to be there accepting the award, and it's 11 years this year for
And
this award ceremony.
You forgot
Huh?
something, Jimmy.
And go ahead, bro.
No. You forgot that our boy called you, from Glenn Jones called you about wanting to be a part of your awards.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Prince Levy
Thank
did
you.
call you.
Called me. I reached out to me today. His management reached out and said, "Hey man, I'm flying in for this year, and next year we're gonna have Glenn Jones there for that Come and Get It award." So I'm
Awesome.
excited about that as well. And we have had like Mark Wood have got an award from this
Lakeside.
ceremony. Blue Magic have got an award. Najee have got an award from this, and Mr. Reginald Danzler and his group have got an award from the Come and Get It award. And
Awesome.
Empire South have got an award from this from this event, and we are looking forward to uh, putting the cap on and recognizing Southern Soul, because Southern Soul is not getting that category and the recognition from the big stage, and that's
Right.
where we need to be at, you know.
Yes.
Uh, so I listen to BET, I listen to the Image Award, I listen to the Trumpet, I listen to the NAACP. I don't see them reaching out to bring Southern Soul. I don't hear Southern Soul there. So if they're not going to bring it, then I'm gonna work with everybody that I can to set the platform and get it out there. And I'm looking forward to working with Jeff Floyd. I'm looking forward with the King George. All you guys that's on this Southern Soul thing, and what I think more need to happen is these individuals. Power is in numbers. You
Yes.
Yes.
know, you got to
Yes.
come together so you can create your own platform. And it's all right to have little small concerts, but you got to come together as a group and
Yes.
put
Right.
together 3-4 days or something. Where you lock down a whole city. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Where bringing capital money into the city, where the people can say, "Oh, well, I'm going to the Southern Soul, not the Funk Fest, but the Southern Soul Fest." Where
Yes.
they
Yes.
can spend 2 or 3 days, you know what I'm saying,
Yes.
celebrating life and
But
uplifting
you
each
know,
other.
You know,
I
Jimmy.
think that by me getting it started here in Central Florida, it's just the opening the doors for it. But if
Yes.
you guys come together, it's going to take place on a national level. It's going to be
Yes.
around the world. I mean, the tour, everything can come into place. But I think that all the artists, all the promoters, all the DJs that's out there on the Southern Soul Circuit need to think bigger. I
Yes.
think they need to just open up their mind and look for bigger for bigger things to come their way,
But you
and
know,
start with uh, just making sure that uh, the the word is being put together to announce that Southern Soul is the next thing. You got blues, you got jazz, you got R&B. Where the Southern Soul at the BET Award? Where Miss
Right.
Thickums at? I want to see Miss Thickums.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I'm looking for. And
Okay.
hopefully, by we doing this kind of podcast and open these doors, that we will set a pace for all this to come about. And I want to
Right.
thank my good friend, Mr. Reggie Danzler, and Miss Dickham, and the young lady that's on with you tonight for giving me an opportunity just to come on and share my thoughts about uh, what should be taking place.
Right.
Okay, Mr. Jimmy, while we got you, could you tell us when your award is? What's the date? Is there a cost and
See,
denomination?
the great thing about the Come and Get It Award, I think that's why I was born because you have to come and get it, and
Okay.
it's only VIP. So if I'm giving out 20 awards, that room is that I'm in is going to hold like 200, and each one of these award receivers is going to be bringing families. So it's only
Okay.
VIP. I don't sell
Gotcha.
tickets for it. It's free every year. So
Okay.
people that come and give their time, donate to it, don't see me or nobody in there walking away with nothing. It's all right there giving back to the community. It's
and
a
I can test
community-based
that. I've been,
event.
yeah.
It's for volunteers. It's for community leaders. It's for the activists. It's for the mayor, commissioners, pastors, gospel groups. If we recognize all these entities as part of the community. So that's what we try to make sure that we bring to the event. People that work on the front
Awesome.
line with us in the field at every event. What are they doing? Giving away popcorn, hamburgers, hot dogs? Are we doing back to school events? Are we doing Black History? We bring that all to the Come and Get It Award. So
It's held in Orlando.
if you're giving back to the community, I'm looking at you and looking for you.
Awesome.
Okay.
It's in Orlando. Somebody asked where it's been held. It's in Orlando every year, Jimmy.
Yeah, it's in Orlando every year. At the this year it's at the I can't give out the location because it's all
Right,
VIP.
right. You did right. So, Mr. Jimmy,
So
I have a question from Katie Dawson.
go ahead.
Of course, my brother.
Yes.
How are awards calculated and or nominated? And he said, no offense, and I'm reading verbatim, but there are several award shows with no transparency. Is it based on the numbers or popularity? Is it based on analytics, friendship, or what? How does a person get recognized for your award?
Okay, so evidently I wanted to make sure that I don't repeat myself 100 times. Closely, I said that these individuals that receive the award work in these areas. They out in the field with me on a regular basis.
Okay.
They give back their time. When I ask an artist to come to an event and perform, I'm like, Miss Stickum, we already talked. Hey, listen, I'm gonna need for you to come to Orlando, or when I'm in that area, we need to give back to the community. So that's where it all started right there, giving back. If you're not giving back, then I mean, what do I do? Because that's what I do.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So th-
Any
this
other
is a
questions?
small community event. This is not BET. This is not um,
But it's growing though.
NAACP awards.
But
We
it's
are right
coming though.
here in the community in District 5 and District 6 in the city of Orlando. But I know that we reach out around the world. So when people come into our area and they give back, we want to make sure that we don't forget them and recognize them for their services.
Hey, Jimmy.
Yes, sir.
See what they and I think what they're asking is how do you do it? So like with Mark Woods, being that I played with Mark Woods and I brought Mark Woods to Orlando a couple of times, he met Jimmy and Jimmy asked him would he want to be a part of the Come Get It Award. So that's one. Who else have we had down there? We
Well,
had
actually,
the
let's go
Queen
back to Mark
Coco.
Wood. Mark Wood gave back first with the Senator Geraldine Thompson at a Juneteenth event. That's where I
Yeah.
first saw him and made contact with him. And then when I started about, he came here. He worked with a nonprofit organization. That means he had to take cut and pay and give some of his time back. He joined in with me with kids here in Orlando. Spoke uh, clearly, dearly to them about in video clips and interviews how the music should be still kept alive in the school, how that they should be um, given instruments so that they could be develop their skills to become the
Yeah.
person that they are going to be in the future.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Okay. You know what? One thing one thing I have always
And
did
I want to say
is
this to Ms. Thickum. This is just me and my wife.
aw-
Everything we do is
awesome.
free. We hustle up to get it all done. Then
Oh,
it's
you
not.
be having help, man. You be having help.
Well, I get like I say, when I ask for you, you come. When I,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So, and that's where we
Great.
started. Yes,
Great. One thing I have always been is in my community, and not only in my community and other communities. Um, I've always I've always given my time to the community, because when you're getting ready to do as we're doing now, singing or whatever, you want people to respect you. You want people to remember what you have done. You know, a lot of
Okay.
artists, I can only speak for me, but there are artists out there that probably don't care or don't do anything in their communities or whatever. But I feel like wherever your heart is, whatever your heart tells you to do far as your community, you need to make it happen. You know, because these are our fans. These are the people that buy our music. You know, um, so I just think that community networking in your community is a great thing, because just like your community buy your music and listen to your music, your community can also frown on your music and not support you. So
good
I
point.
wanted to just say that. Um, but yeah, yeah.
Any
So
other questions?
if anybody have anything they would like to say, Reggie, someone had called in to be on the show, to say something, but they had called in a little early. We hadn't started yet, but whoever you are, you're welcome to call into the show right now. We have another minute or so before we end
Okay. Well,
our.
I'm gonna say something. Like I said, it's not enough time in this show to really get down to what need to be dealt with, because there's a lot of situations that we could touch on, and I know whoever the listeners are, they will be able to relate to what I'm gonna be saying. But I'm gonna leave it with you like this here. There's a lot of, and I ain't gonna say promoters, because everybody that calls themselves promoters don't mean they're promoters.
Right.
But there's a lot of people that can actually do more, but they're selfish. It's all about themselves. They know, you know, like with me, I got a big group. My group is Earth 105 tribute band. You know, and we don't have a problem bringing on other groups. Matter of fact, whenever we go out somewhere, if we if we come to your birthday party this weekend, this Sunday, we coming to celebrate your birthday. I'm bringing my band and I'm my whole camp to come celebrate your birthday party.
Thank you.
You know,
Thank you.
that's
That's how
how
you
much
do
we
it.
care.
That's
That's
how
what it's
you
all
do
about. My tour bus is going to pull up at the Mathis Auditorium. My trucks with my audio equipment, because I got the largest black-owned sound company in the state of Florida. Well, I say from Florida, I'll say from Savannah down to about midway to Miami. And I'm gonna just saying black owned and operated. Not saying
Yeah,
black and white sharing. I'm saying totally black owned. My sons run this whole organization. And
that's
when you get
awesome.
down past West Palm Beach, my other son runs it from there down to Miami.
That's
He doesn't have
awesome.
the biggest down there, but he can hold his own. But I'm just saying, there are a lot of people that can do more for people like Queen Thickums, and more for like Diana Lewis, Chuck, Miss Coco, the men of soul. There's more promoters that can do more, but they're selfish. Once they get their foot in the door, they don't reach back. But what happens to them is when what goes up, We'll come down. And I'm gonna
Yes.
say, and those who know me, personally know me, know I don't hold my tongue about nothing.
Nothing.
I'm gonna tell you, okay, what he said.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I definitely want to connect you and KD Sunday. KD is gonna come. He's awesome. I want
Bring
you
your
to
holy
support.
oil. Bring your holy oil.
But you're gonna need the oil. But he is awesome, and from the
He is.
first time that I start chilling and talking to KD and his wife, they have been just down to earth real people, and I appreciate that. And Reggie, I do want you to, I want you guys to connect, because I see things in KD that KD don't see in KD.
Okay.
Okay, so I want you guys to
And
connect, and that's what
and
it's all about.
and on Sunday, I got you. I got you. You asked for it. You got it. Sometimes you have to be careful what you ask for, Queen.
That's it.
Oh, I tell you.
Cause when I get through, it's gonna be smoke when I get through. That's all I can say.
Yes,
You know
and
what
you
I'm
know
talking
what?
about.
I tell people all the time, Dr. Tika, you never know who's watching you.
That's right.
You never know. I posted the other day on my page. I was saying to three
Mute your
people.
other phone, Queen. You got two phones. I'm hearing back noises.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I put on my post the other day because someone said to me, that I'm not singing. If it's not 200 or more people, I'm not singing.
They
Make
don't
it
need to
make
be in this
sense.
business.
They don't
I
need to
don't
be.
need but two.
I
I
don't
don't
need.
need but one.
I was saying to one
Me
person,
and the person singing.
okay, as though there was 1,000 people, because you know what? I promised God that long as He allowed me to live and use my voice, I would use it, and it will touch somebody. So we need to get out of that mindset. Oh my God, we're gonna have to continue this here show and bring them back on with us, because
Right.
this
We got
is
to do a spin-off.
we're gonna have to do a spinoff. Yeah,
But that's
yeah.
somebody who has never been through a boot camp and they never did nothing. Straight up. Because I treat my group special formula. I don't play at all. When I say play, I mean play as if it's your last. Like when you came to our
Yes.
rehearsal, we didn't hold back, and that's how we do in rehearsal. The same way we do it on stage. Who was that?
Mm-hmm. That's real.
So, but like I said, on Sunday, we're gonna have a great time. I just want to celebrate your birthday. We'll have a good time. Jimmy, if you're able to come, you and Diane, please come on, hang out with us, man.
Oh, I wish I could be there.
I'm feeding you, Katie.
Say it again.
Katie said he's gonna try. It's his wedding anniversary. That's right. He said
Oh
he
Well,
got
come
a
yeah.
on,
show in
bro.
Atlanta Saturday. Who's feeding me Sunday? I'm gonna feed you, brother. He a mess. He's a mess. But
And like I say, whenever you want to continue it, just let me know because I'm gonna be in town for a while. I don't go back out. I think I'm in for the next couple of weeks because that Denver, Colorado trip did it for me. It damn near killed me. That weather's no joke in Denver, Colorado. So I'm glad to be back home.
good, good.
So
We're
if you
glad to
want to
have you back.
continue it, just let me know when, and I'll be ready. Maybe I have a couple of band members on here with me. Matter of
Oh yeah.
fact, if
Oh
you do
yeah.
it on Wednesdays, is
Huh?
Wednesday the only day you do it?
Our talk show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
This is the night.
Because I was gonna say, well, we usually have rehearsal on Tuesday and Thursdays, but I got to get them. If I make the phone call, they'll be here.
Okay. Love to hear from them. Love to hear
Yeah.
from them.
And you
All
come on
right.
down to rehearsal so you can get some more video.
I will.
Hey, Reggie. Hey, Reggie, what you got
And
to
I'm the
do is
video lady.
hey, he got
All
hey,
right.
Queen Thickums tell him to set that camera up in the band room and y'all just go for it and come live right on the radio station.
That's it.
Hey,
That's what you do.
That's it.
We
Bring
can
us a
make it happen.
15-minute show right here live on Miss Thick.
Hey, we can make it
we can
happen.
do
That's
that.
it.
I bring.
That
If
hey,
I
you ain't said nothing, honey. We'll come to you and go live. You ain't
don't
said
worry, I
nothing.
got,
Hey, well,
I
That's up
got,
listen,
my alley.
I
so
got
I
a
guess
six.
you're gonna show up at the Come and Get It Award and go live, huh?
I'm bringing that
I'm
with me.
coming. I am coming.
We're coming
Okay,
with
well,
me.
you hear that now?
I hear it.
I'm coming.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so
Dr. Tika.
everybody that's listening know now that you'll get to experience some of the Come and Get It award at least for 15 minutes, because she coming.
That's it.
She gonna go live right there to Come and Get It award.
That's it. Sure am.
So
Yes, I will.
let me share this. Dr. Tika, you guys. Dr. Tika does all of the video live recordings, pictures, and everything for basically for everybody.
Everybody.
Okay.
She
Everybody.
goes
Go to my page, baby. I don't play.
You can tell them about you better than I can, Dr. Tika.
You doing a good job, girl. I love to be giving my crown. Let me fix my crown.
Give her flowers.
Okay,
That's it.
So all of the shows, Dr. Tika is mainly there doing the videos, doing the pictures. I mean, she catches everything. Okay, when I say everything,
I will be going to your page after this.
You go to my page and let me tell you something. I've been doing this probably since Facebook opened up the live. It started out as a way when my baby played basketball, because my family, we're military, so we're all scattered all over. So I started doing it as a spin-off to get my brother those connected so they can see the nieces, the nephews, or what have you.
Okay.
I work in a school system, so I've been doing this live for all of our basketball games, our football games. I do it for our kids free of charge. I've been doing it for about 12 years. I never charge them anything. I go to pretty much every basketball, football game. I cover university games, the bands, you name it, I got it. I don't charge them a penny for that, because I'm giving back from my heart to my community.
Yes.
And the only thing I ask my kids to do is to get to the next level.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
That's all I ask them to do. And when those coaches started catching on and seeing my kids, my baby, one year we gave out 21 scholarships from my county because of the connections. So I work in the background. I'm real quiet. They know I'm quiet.
I don't believe that.
No, me
I shall not lie.
I don't believe that.
But I do. I give back to my community.
She does.
And I don't look for nothing in return.
That's what
I do
believe
work
that.
for other artists, but I give back to my community.
I believe that.
Yes,
I do. So, I was fortunate to be able to get to see my kids reach to another level, be it, like I said, be it in the band or whatever. But I follow those kids everywhere. Football season for the start, baby. I'm a sports person. I'm all over. You might see the camera going up and down the field. That's me, Dr. T. They don't bother me.
No, you ain't got no Wi-Fi to you. You got no Wi-Fi to you.
I got my own Wi-Fi system, baby. I don't play like that. Who I don't play? But that's me. I'm extra, and you gonna always find me because I'm the little lady with the hat on. I love my hats.
Okay.
All right, so when are we gonna be able to continue this? When we gonna be able to continue this?
We're gonna come back. What's our next day? In 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, are we gonna do a week? 2 weeks.
I think this is hot enough for us to bring back next week.
Next Wednesday. Are you fellas available? You need to check your calendar.
I will make myself available. Miss Diamond.
Okay.
You got somebody want to be your assistant, Miss Tika.
Okay, that's my girl Diamond, honey. She makes I didn't bring my cup, Diamond. I'm sorry, but she does all kind of custom stuff, baby.
Diamond, I just see some more hearts. She ain't showing no hearts.
So I'm gonna have to get Diamond to make us some cups so we can sip, and chew while we're chewing on this tea.
All right.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Yes. Well, once again, guys, we are over our time, but it's okay because we started 10, 11 minutes late.
Yeah, we started late.
We had a little technical difficulties, but we're good. We're good. But we would like to thank you guys for joining Real Talk tonight with Queen Thickums and Dr. Tika. And we're going to be back on next Wednesday, same time, same station. We want to say thanks again to Queen Danae, who is our heart. Stunner Radio. You guys are being heard all over the world right now. So we love that. So thank you, Queen Danae.
And for those who are on that are not a part of my page, that's DRT, aka no space between the doctor. And yes, I am a real doctor. No matter how country I act, I know how to act. There's a difference between business and pleasure, and I do it both.
Okay,
That's
Miss
a hot mess
Diamond.
right there.
Miss Diamond says she knows me. Okay. Hello, Miss Diamond. Glad I'm
My
glad
girl from
somebody out here.
Jayville.
Huh?
She lives in Jayville.
Okay.
Y'all
I
might
mean,
be
if
Yeah.
you live in
Facebook
Jacksonville, you
friends.
can't help but know me.
She said she know you through Dr. Williams.
Oh, okay. Soretta Williams. I know what you're
All
talking about.
right. Okay, guys. Well, we've got to get off this station, and we've got to get ready for tomorrow, and just hey, we're gonna. I'm excited. I'm excited. I think our first show was a success, and we could only go to the top from here. So you guys
That's
just
it.
remember. You guys just remember to look in your mirrors tonight, and don't be that hurt person that hurt people. Okay.
That's it.
We're going to heal. The healing begins on tonight. Even in our Southern Soul world, the healing begins tonight. Let us get out there and do in our communities and make a name for ourselves, a name that's great. And don't allow nobody to take that from us. Let's work together.
That's it.
All
And at
right?
the end of the night, always remember, put it in your Jesus to do box, slide it under that bed and let it go.
Gotcha.
Girl, you about to make me write a song.
Girl, you better go ahead. I help you write it. I seen the background. You know I will.
So we would like to thank our listeners. Thank you guys for joining in on tonight. We really enjoyed you guys. And you guys have a blessed night. And we will see you same time, same station next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good night.
Good night.